All right, another episode of Fusion Cosplay. You know, we do this twice a year.
This is our bicentennial episode.
Bicentennial. This is like, God, man, how long has it been again?
Yeah, dude, I honestly can't remember. It had to be sometime last year, though.
Yeah.
Wasn't it with the Lunar Wolf Ranger suit? Was that the last one?
Oh, that's right. I was thinking it was the In Space one, which was like
Jesus
a year,
Christ. No, that was
year
like
before
2
that.
or 3 years ago.
So Josh got a bunch of different pieces by a bunch of different people. Actually, it wasn't really a bunch. It was only...
It's more than usual. Typically, I have Kamen Ryder Nimoy, who's a good friend of mine. We'll, of course, drop
I'll drop them links. There's going to be links dropped all over.
We will drop a link in the description below for Kamen Ryder Nimoy. He's one of my good friends, and he helps me out quite a bit. But I'm going to be a little bit critical when we go about this helmet review.
Please.
But I'm going to be sharing with you a suit that I have just gotten from a company called EZcosplay. There's not an awful lot of reviews for them on YouTube, and there certainly is like hardly any Ranger cosplays from them on YouTube.
Yeah, they kind of come across as one of those dime by the dozen Spider-Man costume sites, you know?
I did find a couple. Our guy Froboy, remember Froboy?
Yeah.
He actually had a cosplay review on YouTube about EZcosplay. He was really critical about it.
Was he really?
Yeah, but I mean, again, I'm going to share my experience. I'm going to share what I feel this is and how much money I spent on it. And then we just did some math a few minutes ago about like how much the entire suit would cost because EZcosplay actually does helmets as well. So it was kind of mind-blowing.
3D printed helmets, you said, right?
3D printed,
yeah,
which is kind of what everybody's going to.
Yeah.
That's what everybody's doing now. So just to kind of get it out of the way because it's something that we have done. Normally we wait for the last part to be the helmet, but this is kind of like the same old song and dance, right?
Yeah, and we want to get it off the table because it looks humongous.
Well, why
just
you put it
perspective.
So far, yeah, you put it so far in the foreground. I mean, just leave it there. Leave it there. No, but guys, this is your close-up. So this is from Kamen Ryder Nimoy. I thought you had it on a swivel. You have to turn it yourself?
Oh yeah, I didn't bring the swivel. It's in my closet.
The lazy Susan?
Yeah.
The not so lazy. You're the not so lazy Ray.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here is the Green Ranger V2 helmet as made famous in the Bat in the Sun short film where he fought Ryu. I kind of wanted to go with this cosplay. Obviously, we all know what happened to Jason David Frank, which was a horrible tragedy. But, you know, I wanted to go into my last cosplay. I didn't want to do something too typical, of course, but it's the Green Ranger. I've never touched this suit before because it was so popular. And I knew that if I was going to get a Green Ranger suit as a little homage to JDF, I wanted to do the Bat in the Sun V2.
Yeah, because it's the coolest looking suit.
I agree. Actually, and I'm very happy, believe it or not, of all the cosplays I've had, Aniki cosplay, Kamen Ryder Nimoy, this is actually my favorite. And it was the cheapest one that I've ever gotten. And I got it in the quickest amount of time.
I have not even seen the suit.
No, this will be your first time going through it. So as you can see, this is the V2 Bat in the Sun Green Ranger helmet by Kamen Ryder Nimoy. I got it super fast like always. It was a stock helmet that he had. You had it within like a week. I did open it up and I was kind of disappointed of all my Kamen Ryder Nimoy helmets. This is, like, in my opinion, the shoddiest workmanship.
Really?
There's a lot of divots on the fin, if you get some close-ups of that later. The paint is not very high quality. There was, like, a mismatch on the seam that I actually had to, like, color in with a black Sharpie. That way it wasn't so in your face, because it was, like, a light tan from where he did, like, the fillers and all that. So I've had to do a couple of things to it. It's a beautiful helmet from, like, what we like to call in the business a Mark's perspective.
The cosplay
the old business. That's what, you know, from a distance it looks perfectly fine. But if you were to hold this in your hands after you got over the initial, like, oh my god, I'm holding a Power Ranger helmet. Once you start kind of studying it, or if you've went through somebody like Aniki in the past, you know what a super high quality helmet feels like. And typically Kamen Ryder Nimoy knocks it out of the park. I just feel like he missed the mark on this one.
Yeah, it might be because he's mass producing these and these are so popular. Maybe he just does them by like batches.
Yeah, but he knows that we film this stuff, so.
Yeah, but come on. You think he's specially made?
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you do want your work, if you were an artist, would you want your work on the internet? And have people...
that's why I wouldn't sell 500 helmets. I would sell like one. There's a difference.
So you're Aniki. It would take 7 years to get
everybody,
but it would be perfect once you eventually got it. You might be 120. It may be going to your great grandkid by the time it gets to you, but it's gonna be perfect when it does. I did go for the regular visor this time, rather than my normal stunt visor.
Honestly, I like the regular visor. I still regret not getting the regular visor on the In Space Red Ranger.
You know, in my personal opinion, obviously we go back and forth, and I've had so many of these now. Like, I like the stunt visors better. You can see through them. Obviously the oxygen flow is much better.
Yeah.
It's more comfortable. You can wear it the entire day and not feel like you're going to die of suffocation.
But you put a fan in this, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I felt like, okay, I got the visor. I'm going to try something different. And I saw that a lot of people, especially, what is the Stormtroopers?
501st.
Those guys. A lot of those guys mod their helmets with like little fans you get off of Amazon. Again, we'll put a link in the description for that below. But it was like a $30 self-adhesive fan. It goes inside with Velcro.
It's like a laptop fan.
When I bought it, it was legitimately for cosplay helmets. That is how
I'm sure it's rebranded for that. But yeah.
And I will tell you what a night and day difference that makes.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, it's just crazy. I can actually wear this, and I have worn it around the house in my boxers for very prolonged periods of time just to see if I would suffocate. And lo and behold, no matter how many jumping jacks I did in my chili pepper boxers, I survived. I had oxygen flow through that helmet. It was a glorious thing. I could wear it all day, all night. That fan's a lifesaver until your battery runs out.
Have you had it die on you?
No.
How long have you had it on? How many jumping jacks did you actually do?
I don't know, Jax. How many jumping jacks did I do?
Oh, yeah.
I do not know what the lifespan of the battery is. I have not.
It's just a D battery that you...
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
and I've worn it for pretty prolonged periods of time, much longer than I've worn any other Ranger helmet.
Yeah.
Even with the
stun
visor, yeah. So anyway, highly recommend if you're gonna get a helmet and you want to go for the traditional visor, you know, and a lot of people do prefer that, to your point.
Yeah. What was the price on this one?
$300. I think it's like $290. I think that's the standard price. It's $289, $290.
Whereas comparatively, Aniki would be
$450, $500. Aniki adjusted his prices because he stopped selling off of Facebook Marketplace and he went straight to Etsy. Whereas before, shipping was not calculated at the time of purchase. He's doing something now where it's like comprehensive, like this is your full price. So the prices for Aniki are a lot higher, but Etsy's holding him to a higher standard. So his turnaround Aniki is not a person, it is a company of many employees. Yeah. So I don't know why I always referred to Aniki as a singular person. You know, with Etsy, you know, they have guidelines that they have to adhere to. They only have so long to, you know, ship the product out or they're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, they have to answer to it.
Exactly. So their lead times have improved from what I can get. I look at them every once in a blue moon, but I mean, I'm so jaded by them.
Curious, you know?
I've kind of moved away from the fandom a little bit there, right? Yeah. So, but yeah, things seem to be improving, but I would still honestly strongly recommend going to Kamen Ryder Nimoy for at least your helmets. His full suits are beautiful and they're high quality. You wouldn't be disappointed. However, I'm just going to say, if you are a brand new person to cosplay and you don't think, or you don't know for a fact, you want to invest that much money or that much time. Yeah. You know, I found another company here that the suit's from.
Yeah, and it looks really good, actually. So I'm a little shocked.
So you want to make that go away?
Yeah!
Whoa! Right. Where did you put it?
Special effects.
That's what's gonna happen.
Special effects. Even though I'm slowly creeping it off the table.
Dead silence.
You gotta react when I. Whoa!
Whoa! Right. Where did you put it?
It's over there. I just slid it off the table very slowly.
I decided that I wanted to do this on a budget because, again, this is my last cosplay. I don't typically use these things. It's kind of funny. I buy them, we film them, and then I resell them, and then I buy and we film. And it's like very rarely do I actually use these to go out in public. But so I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I don't know if I'm going to use it, but let's go budget friendly and just see what happens. And I found a place, EZcosplay.com. That's just the letter E, the letter Z, cosplay.com. I was blown away. This entire suit, for the suit and the boots, was like $140. Like, for everything. The only caveat...
That is a really good price.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Yeah. And I had it in like a week and a half.
And some people might have the Green Ranger helmet just because they have... You know, some people just own helmets.
Well, rumor has the Lightning Collection maybe putting out the Green Ranger helmet this year. And it's the Lightning helmets, like, not for nothing, just to get off on the diatribe here, but the Lightning helmets are like the best in-store helmet you can buy.
Yeah,
like, I think they're
light,
awesome.
They're light, you can breathe.
Oh my god, I had the White Ranger helmet, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. The only thing that we're about to show you that did not come from EZcosplay is the buckle. The morpher that comes with the belt is one of the ugliest things I've ever seen.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a piece of fabric. It's just a joke. If you look at it, all I said is like, hey guys, please don't send me a morpher, just send me the plain belt. Yeah. And that's what they did. And the belt, we're just gonna start with the belt because I'm holding it. So as you can see, it's pretty plain. It has really nice gold piping on it. Yeah. And all I did was put double-sided Velcro on a morpher that I got from Etsy.
Oh, you Velcroed it? I thought you glued it.
No, I just Velcroed it. Actually, the guy who I bought this from on Etsy, we're also going to leave a link in his description. Super nice guy, high quality work, magnetic coins. I don't necessarily want to do this, but he sends you a bunch of different coins you can put in to the Morpher. It's held on there with magnets, but it actually does add a lot to the costume.
No, it really does. That looks so much better than the little. What was it even the right color?
Yeah, no. I don't honestly. I don't remember. It was pretty ugly. So this is 3D printed from the guy from Etsy and hand painted, and I love the weathered look to it. I definitely feel like it.
That suits the suit a lot.
Yeah, it adds a lot to it. The belt from EZcosplay is literally just held on with Velcro. Thought that was going to bother me. It does not bother me. And again, keep in mind, this entire suit was well under $200 for everything I'm about to show you. So that was the belt.
How much did you say the Morpher was?
That I don't recall. I'll have to look at the price. I want to say it was somewhere in the $30, $40 range. But yeah, I mean, outside of that, I'm talking about from all the EZcosplay stuff, it was well under $200. I'm sure the fan, if you want to add the fan in and the buckle or anything, like that's going to add up on the cost, of course. Some of the things that people may find like janky a little bit is going to be like the armor. Again, when you see it in the picture, it looks perfectly fine. These are literally the armbands that go around your arm. It is just literally a piece of fabric with stitching in it. I had added some extra Velcro to keep it up on my arm because they do slide pretty bad. Of course, you get 2 of those. It looks kind of cheap by itself, but once everything is on in the total package,
it's the final picture.
It's crazy. And these too, also very happy with these. These are just the shoulder caps that go on here. They were held on by an elastic band. I added a piece of Velcro on it because again, being a little bit broader, they slide off my shoulders.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't add like a loop to attach it to the shield.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I think that's what they used on his.
Oh, is it? But yeah, you get 2 of those. Again, everything is just stitched on. And it's all fabric. Everything's fabric. There is no foam or any kind of foam that's bent up. I will say the only thing that I did switch out of this costume outside of the Morpher was the gloves. These are Kamen Ryder Nimoy gloves, which I love quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're not nearly as expensive as the Kakazan gloves. Kamen Rider adds his gloves in with every suit, so these were for my Lunar Wolf suit. I just use them for this now. But the cuffs came, again, nice embroidery. Again, you got to take into consideration what you're paying for it.
Yeah.
But like the detail work is there. Everything is there. Everything is where it should be. It looks good. And they actually have a full zipper. The zipper is good quality. I, again, did add more Velcro to keep the cuff onto the glove because I just want it to be one piece.
Yeah.
But again, very happy. The gloves that it did come with were really thin white spandex gloves. They were really
okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Your normal costume gloves. Very weird. Didn't have like, the pattern for the ridges like, every Ranger has. So I did do away with those and I used Kamen Rider gloves. So the belt buckle and the gloves are the only things out of the EZcosplay suit that I would strongly recommend doing differently if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Moving on, we'll look at the boots real quick. The boots are ordered separately, but the total price was still well under $200. I think these boots are like $30 or $35. So
and they're basically just plain white boots with a cuff, right?
Yeah. So that's the thing. I can't take it off because it is stitched on, but there are 2 separate pieces where it's like an ankle boot right up to here, and then they put a cuff over it and they attached it, so it doesn't come off. But again, full boot. It looks fantastic when it's on. Again, it's a $35 boot. It full zips up and down, zipper's perfect. The soles are awesome. Probably the best sole out of any cosplay boot.
Completely, it's like a legit sole. The other ones were made out of EVA foam.
Yeah, so this blows Kamen Ryder Nimoy and Aniki Cosplay out of the water, the sole alone. The insoles inside are very comfortable. They actually give you a pair of cushioned insoles to add. But the boots are beautiful. I mean, for $35, whatever it was really close. It's disgusting like how good this is for the price. So
I might actually order some boots from them. They just sell solid colors, right?
Yeah, they sell everything. They have every Ranger you can possibly imagine. So again, highly recommended. I mean, even for the boots alone, like say you had a suit and you just needed a pair of boots, like I would 100% go to EZcosplay for the boots. We'll move on to the suit real quick. I think it's amazing. The fabric's a little thin, but for the price point...
Were you able to upgrade? Did they have an upgrade option?
No.
No?
For the price that you pay, you have the sublimated hexagon pattern, like the little honeycomb pattern. And look at all this line work. Look at this is all stitched on. I mean, it's not bad.
You're gonna be cold if you don't wear it. undersuit.
I strongly recommend everybody.
Yeah,
undersuit.
yeah.
You can't just go into this thing without that. That's not good for any small children or people around you. But yeah, there's double sublimation here. You got this kind of honeycomb pattern and the bigger honeycomb pattern. You got the full zipper all the way down the back like you would expect. You have the collar on the top. Of course, I use a hood that I bought off of Etsy.
Yeah.
It does not come with an additional underhood.
Yeah.
So just something to be aware of. But you have the collar.
You have a few of those though, right?
Oh yeah.
Laying around.
Yeah. There's an Etsy store that I go to get them. There's a guy who does like a really good job on.
You talking about for the underhood?
Yeah.
They sell them for like $20 on Amazon too.
Yeah. Oh, do they? But again, no. I mean, the craftsmanship for the price point and the lead time is just ridiculous. Again, this is the cheapest, quickest cosplay I've ever gotten. It's not going to be like the highest end. It's not the thickest fabric. The stitch work is good, but again, I wouldn't put it through the ringer. I definitely would not be filming action scenes in this suit. But it's 100% good enough to wear out to your local convention and just walk around in. It's nothing bad is going to happen. Yeah. It's going to be perfectly fine for that.
It's more than better convention than convention.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
It's
I think if anybody sees you in this suit, or an EZcosplay suit, I really think they're going to be impressed, and they won't know where you got it from. I promise you. Like, there's no way they're going to be able to be like, "Oh, that's a cheap suit." Like, it doesn't look cheap. And again,
I wouldn't be able to tell.
You'll see in the pictures too, and I think a small video that I'm going to let you show. So the last thing we're going to do, because everybody's probably going to be like, "It's a Green Ranger costume." Josh,
where's the chest shield?
Where's the shield? So when I was getting this suit, the only thing that nagged me a little bit was the shield, and it's because one of the biggest pet peeves I had from the original show was
the pillow shield,
the stupid fabric shield that that Saban had made for whatever reason for Jason David Frank in the original series, rather than using
it was cut right across, and then they just stuck a diamond.
Yeah, it was really awkward. So I was never a fan of the fabric shield, but again, considering the price point of this suit was $109 for the suit. That's what this was. So the actual suit, including the armor, was $109. What do you expect for $109? Really? So I got the shield. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I ended up absolutely loving it. It is fabric, obviously it's fabric.
Yeah.
But it is made with like a really thick vinyl, and the batting on the inside of it is
actually
super
really
firm.
It's really stiff.
Yep.
Stiff but flexible.
That's
so
what
it's
said.
like but no, it's stiff but flexible, which is actually exactly what you want in a chest shield.
It's exactly what you want in a few things, right? But it is awesome. Yeah, man. The only thing that I changed about this, the only thing I changed about it was the triangle on the center.
Is it zipping? It zips from the inside?
On the outside.
Oh, I was expecting the zipper to be in the back, not the front.
Yeah, well, shame on you.
That's different.
And that's.
Did you add this?
Yes. Okay. I added some Velcro. And I added a piece of black foam to the back of the triangle, because the triangle, or the diamond is just a piece of fabric as well, and that didn't lay necessarily the best because of how flimsy that was. But as you can see, we added some foam to the back of it to make it more rigid and added weight to it.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm not gonna break it. I'm just.
So if you do, it's pretty cheap. You just buy me another one. It's $20. But like, seriously though, right? For the price point.
No, it's really good. This actually looks much better than I expected.
That's what I said.
I was expecting like one piece and this all to be like stitched in.
Yeah.
But not a separate link.
Yeah.
And it's backed by the EVA.
I did that.
Well, yeah.
I did that, not them.
He did that.
Don't give them credit.
That's actually a good idea, because then this won't be as floppy. But this looks really good.
Yeah, thank you. I'm taking partial credit because I added the foam. So. But yeah, no, again, $109 for the full suit, all of the armor, the belt, and the chest shield. Where else are you going to find that? And have it look like decent, where it's actually not like droopy and floppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it's fantastic.
Stiff.
Yep. A lot of editing on this one. I'm just going to give you a shot of the front. Obviously, you saw Raymond wearing it, but the back obviously is what you would expect, just a solid piece, no zipper, no nothing like that. And of course, you have these very generous arm loops, which actually benefit me because, again, I'm a rather broad person. So it's very comfortable. I absolutely love this. I'm so pleasantly surprised at how they performed and the quality that they gave me and their responsiveness. I actually had a couple of questions and they responded to me super quick. Obviously, if you want show quality, you're gonna still want to go to Anarchy. If you want I mean, as close to show quality as possible, but get a budget-friendly version, that's going to be your Kamen Ryder Nimoy. But if you're good with being a little bit more relaxed and having a suit that looks fantastic on video and on camera,
or even making some parts yourself.
Or I mean, again, like some of the stuff was interchangeable, or I changed it out because I wasn't so happy with it. The only thing I haven't gotten, which I'm almost tempted to do just for a review sake, is get one of their helmets, the 3D printed helmets. So
I am very interested in that too, actually.
I don't know, man. Maybe we'll see what we can do about that.
I wonder how much are they?
$230 or $240, which is still
cheaper
very
than
cheap.
A legit helmet.
But it's not cheap. So Kamen Ryder Nimoy is about $280, $300. EZcosplay is like $240, $230, something like that.
Yeah.
So if we get it and it's a steaming pile of crap, then I'm going to feel like I just threw away that much money, and I could have just gotten for a few bucks more a Kamen Ryder Nimoy helmet. However, just for the sake of curiosity, I really do wonder.
I'm really curious too now, man. I kind of want to order a helmet. I was looking at my stuff and I'm like, man, I need another helmet.
Get the MMPR black one. You never finished that.
I never did.
So he had a kit that he didn't finish. Not that you guys need to know about this, but and so I mean, if you do, I was thinking about like maybe going halves with you on one or whatever. You take the front half, I take the back half.
Okay. But then when we put it on, we have to be.
Well, we have to put the suit on together. I'll stand behind you, and we'll put the suit on.
Yeah.
It'll be like a sandwich, a really beautiful sandwich.
We have to get it altered though.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll just have to. So what we'll do is we'll just stand, in front of each other like this, and then have one of our wives just measure us together.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Or we could hug each other really tight and then have our wives.
Well, no, because we have to stand like a star. I'm picturing like a Patrick Star pose.
Oh,
and we have to just smush up against each other. Like that, exactly.
So I would take this arm plus this arm.
So we'd be like this.
And then our heads.
Yeah.
I would take the right side.
Yeah, it'd be something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. That's
how you get
That's the important part.
It's like we're the Trojan horse of Power Rangers.
There's another one in there. Fucking so stupid.
Anyway. So there's that. Again, just to kind of recap, I got the helmet from Kamen Ryder Nimoy. Beautiful helmet, just not his best work. A little bit disappointed with a few of the things, which I reached out to him about. And he pretty much said tough shit on this one. Which is fine, But the suit is like kind of the star of this. The Morpher that we got off of Etsy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the suit itself from EZcosplay. I can't say enough good things about them. So yeah, check them out if you're interested. And again, it's beautiful for a beginner or just for somebody who's going to use it for one or two conventions. And just keep it as a collector's item or something. Like, you know what I mean? Hand it
Buy
down.
a mannequin that's 2 times more than the actual suit.
Yeah, no.
And then set that up in the corner.
Nah, listen, make your husband or your wife or one of your children dress up in it and stand in the corner. It's cheaper. Yeah. That's it. Blair Witch them.
I've never seen that movie, so I don't.
Oh, you don't get the reference then?
I don't.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't waste your time. Like us, subscribe to us, message us privately. My phone number is.
We talk over each other in plenty of more videos down below here. if you check, actually no, it'd be. But I'm so mixed up because I'm staring at the monitor instead of the camera, like I told myself I wouldn't do.
I should have stared at the monitor the whole time. People would have been like, "What the fuck's that guy looking at?"
Wow!
Welcome to another Fusion cosplay.
Nice to see you.
There's something really interesting going on over by this way.
Nice to see you guys again.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway. Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Share this with your friends if your friends are interested in cosplay or interested in budget cosplay.
If you have any questions or comments about anything that you've seen in this video, please make sure that you just leave it in the comments section below. Ray and myself try to look at those as much as possible.
I will answer any question. Wait. No, within reason. I will answer any question within reason. So leave it.
Ask him anything. Not even about the suit. Ask him about what the future holds for you. And are you ever going to find love? Call him now for your free reading.
Is she Irish or Jamaican?
That was Jamaican. That was my Miss Cleo impression.
Oh, was it?
You didn't get that?
No.
Oh, honey.
You sound very Irish.
Do I? Oh, I can do better.
Call me now for your free tarot reading.
How does that sound any different than what I did?
No, I was trying to do an Irish accent.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Oh, call me now for your free reading and your lucky charms. Is that better?
A little bit, yeah. Right. I like that one.
Oh, sweetie, don't worry. That man of yours, he's cheated on you. You could do better. Yeah, it does sound Irish.
It really does.
I can't do Jamaican accents, can I?